Stash busting, we're gonna get rid of some stuff. Stash busting, April. Stash busting, April. You heard the jingle. You know what time it is. I have been working on my shawl, which looks really good. If this is an impressive amount of work for 3 days, it is. But that's because it's not 3 days of work, it's like 2 weeks of work. Yeah, I know. I started it in March. I didn't film it at all because, well, I have no excuse. I didn't film it. These are not the colors I typically like wearing, so it's gonna be a gift for my mom, and I think she'll like it a lot because I feel like these are the colors she likes. And the yarn I'm using is this thing. It's Ella Ray Lace Merino in Multi LM 225. Ooh! It's a little bit darker in person than this is showing, but the texture is so cool. Look at that texture. I love it. It's like wings. So I've been working on that for like 2 weeks, and it's a little bit slow going. If it was just stockinette, it would go a lot quicker, or it would feel like it goes a lot quicker. But because this one has a pattern that you kind of have to remember, it takes a lot more mental thought, and it feels like it goes a lot slower. I am really enjoying it. I just love the texture. I think it's so cool. It's taking a while, and I'm sure it's gonna take a large portion of April, which makes me nervous because the monthly hat, Joshua's tree, has been said by many on Ravelry that it takes them a very long time, and they had to rip out a bunch of their work because they did it wrong, and the baubles take forever and the cables take forever. And I'm just thinking, like, uh-oh. Am I only gonna have 2 projects this month of a knitted shawl that I'm not even gonna keep and a tree beanie that I'm never gonna wear because I don't wear hats? Hopefully I can find a craft for me. I mean, these are all for me. I like making them. I just hope my month isn't just these 2 projects and it can be like something else. But I'm a monogamous stitcher, a monogamous worker, and so it is a little bit uncomfortable for me to have multiple projects going at one time. We'll see how I feel. But this will take 2 skeins of yarn, and that would be awesome if I could have 2 skeins of yarn busted. Wouldn't that be awesome? I just tested it. 1 row takes me 20 minutes. And it's gonna keep getting longer and longer because it keeps getting bigger and bigger. Bad news. Bad news, bad update. I'm annoyed. So I'm working on the lace portion, which doesn't look like much yet. I messed up somewhere on this. The thing is, I don't know where. I don't know where I messed up, but it's 5 rows. I've done 5 rows, and there's increases and decreases and all kinds of things, and it's a mess because it's wrong. The next stitch is supposed to be a knit, but according to here, it's a purl, and that's not right. I know that's not right. So now I have 2 options. Do I rip out 5 rows of knitting that took so long? Or do I just brute force my way through? I've done so much. I mean, I already messed up a while ago. These spaces are supposed to be even, but you can see that they're not even. This in the middle is definitely bigger than these two, and that's on me. I messed up. There's supposed to be 8 stitches in between each of these, and this one I think has 10. Some of them have 9, some of them have 7. I wasn't paying attention when I first created these little ribs, and that sucks because they were created all the way down here, you know. So I would have to rip back basically the entire thing and start over if I wanted to make it absolutely perfect, which isn't gonna happen. But because those ribs are wrong, it's like everything else now is wrong. And so I don't know what to do. I mean, I could probably brute force it. Let's be honest. It's one row, a few rows, in this entire shawl that no one's gonna look at. I can, with this lace, it's not lace, sock weight yarn, I can brute force it. No one will really care. No one will really pay attention. And as long as it kind of looks right, it should be fine. Right? There it goes. Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, and I'm probably not going to know what to do, so I'm just going to play Animal Crossing today for the rest of the day. Okay. I'll see you when I know what I'm going to do, or after I've done what I've done. It's the next day, April 6th. I'm wearing the same shirt. I cut my fingers on my dog's bowl that I was washing. But I'm thinking I can change it. I want to make or recreate this. It's a fuzzy purple hat in High School Musical 1, I believe. And I love this purple hat. I want it for myself. I am a hat addict. I don't wear hats at all, but I am addicted to making them. So I'm going to crochet it. And I was thinking, instead of just having like a purple bucket hat, wouldn't it be so cute to have a little heart in the middle of the bucket hat and it be like pink? Still fuzzy, but pink. So the rest of it's purple and then the pink little heart. I think that's exactly what I want. I'm making this pattern up on my own, mostly because I don't think there's bucket hats that are exactly what I'm looking for. I'm sure I can make it up. I just need like a heart granny square and then make a bucket hat. So I have this red heart homespun in pink for the heart. And then I have 2 skeins, but I'll probably only need 1, of purple. This is in color Gothic. I love Lion Brand homespun. I have a huge collection of it. If you've ever looked at my Ravelry, I have a huge collection of this. And I never make anything with it. I just kind of collect it because I only ever buy it secondhand. So this time I'm actually making something, and I think those will go perfectly. You notice they're not fuzzy, and that's a problem because I want it to be a fuzzy purple hat. I don't have any purple fur. So I went shopping on D-Stash Co., my online thrift store. I went shopping and I found 2 yarns that I think will work really well. So I found this faux fur purple in violet. And then I found this mystery purple that's like an explosion. just because I don't think this is enough to do an entire bucket hat. So I was thinking this could be the top and then this could be the sides. And then I was thinking, well, I haven't actually checked my bucket of doom. My bucket of doom is the bucket where everything kind of collects. If it's less than 50 grams of yarn, it goes into the bucket of doom. And then it kind of just stays. That's why it's called the bucket of doom. That's kind of its final resting place until I figure out what to make with it. But I haven't checked the bucket of doom. So let's go do that. To the bucket of doom. Doom, 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 doom. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Let's see. This, no. We're looking for pink. We're looking for pink. Perfect. Okay, now on to the other color. Purple, purple, purple fuzz, purple. Ew, I don't want that. Okay. Oh, what's this? Perfect. Exactly what I was. Yeah, well, we knew about the pink because last episode I made an axolotl with this pink. I knew it was in there. Hooray! But I didn't know about this purple. It kind of is exactly what I'm planning. It's like a homespun purple with a fuzzy fur. And so I'm like so happy I found this. I think I'm gonna use this as the top again, and then use this as the bottom, the sides and the brim, because this is so perfect. Is it not? This is exactly what I was wanting. My bucket of doom. I really just need to start checking my bucket of doom more. I swear, that's why it's called that. I put it in there and I completely forget about it and move on and make another project. Maybe one day I'll make items using the yarn from Bucket of Doom. I don't know. But I'm like super obsessed with this. And I'm so happy with this. I can't believe I have this. I don't know where I got this. I don't know what happened, but I love it. And I'm so glad. This is going to make the perfect purple bucket hat. My spirits are lifted. I'm feeling a lot happier. Let's get crafting. I'm not a hat person, but I sure look good. I freestyled the pattern and it's way too big. So I think I'm gonna sew a piece of elastic on the inside to make it snug. Also, I didn't add a pink heart to it because I felt like actually that's not what I want. I love this. I also just used that one ball of fluffy purple yarn and the homespun purple. Time to add the elastic. This is a much better fit. It's not quite finished, there's some strings, but I did a thick layer of elastic. I accidentally sewed it too high up, so I added a thinner elastic, like 1/2 inch on top, and it fits so much better. It fits a lot better on the head after the 2 elastics, which I just hand sewed so you wouldn't see any. I'm very happy now, and I think I'm finally ready to tackle my shawl, and I think I'm just gonna brute force it because I brute forced this hat and it works great. So I think I'm just gonna brute force the shawl lace pattern. No one has to know the lace is wrong. No one will know the lace is wrong because you're not gonna tell them, right? Don't tell them now. I'm like so happy. How does it match up with the High School Musical one? I think it's pretty close, all things considered. Anyway, very pleased, as I always am. After reading through the pattern, I need to rip out one row. And I think that will fix everything. I finished the lace portion. Kind of, you can see it. Yeah. There is one more lace portion after another section of block. I think there's 20 rows of this texture up here, and then another lace, and then another section of that ribbing main portion, and then the lace border. I really didn't want to get the lace wrong again because I've already had to rip out a couple rows to make it work. So I have a ton of stitch markers all over this, but I got it done. And hey, learning's not supposed to be comfortable, right? So there's still quite a bit left. And I'm probably gonna have to put this on hiatus for a moment. I don't want to, but I have a paid cross-stitch project coming in. I'm a model cross-stitcher for a few brands, and one of the brands reached out to me and was asking me to model stitch a cross-stitch for her. And I said, absolutely, it's adorable, send it my way. And so that cross stitch is going to take me a little bit of time. It has a due date, it's paid, it's a paid project, so I definitely want to complete it before anything else. It's also a secret. It's unreleased right now, April 11th, so I don't know when it's going to be released, but I know that I won't be able to really share any specific details about it until it is officially released. That I am going to probably be working on that for most of April, and because I want to do the April specific beanie, the monthly beanie, which is Joshua's tree, I will also have to put this on hiatus for Joshua's tree because I want to do the monthly beanie in its month. So this is my plan for right now. I'm going to work on the shawl as much as I can before the cross stitch comes to me. Once I have the cross stitch, I'm going to work on that in secret, either after the cross stitch is done, which I don't know how fast I'll be able to do it, either after the cross stitch is done or somewhere in between me doing the cross stitch. I will also make the Joshua beanie. I will see you at some point in April. It probably won't be soon. Sorry. See you at some point in like 5 seconds. It's April 24th, let's just say. And I finally finished my cross stitch. Yay. I was, of course, working on my shawl, but honestly, I am so over it. I have so much to do left. I have another lace section, and then another section of this, and then another lace section. I don't think I want to do that right now, and I definitely don't think I want to do that ever. So my plan going forward for the shawl, I am going to do the lace pattern, which you can't hardly see it at all. I'm going to do the lace pattern, and then I'm going to finish it. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat the pattern 7 times or however much it asks for, because honestly, I am so tired of doing this. I don't want to do it anymore. I love the colors. In person, it's a lot darker. I just don't want to do it anymore. So I'm going to try and finish it as quickly as possible, but that's not this month. Yeah, I don't want to work on that shawl. I am so over it. I don't think shawls are for me. I don't like how it is short rows and then it keeps getting longer and longer, and it takes longer and longer. And I just don't want to do that anymore. I'm so tired of each row taking me 20 minutes. And it's not like mindless stitching. Like, you have to be mindful of the little ribs constantly. So I'm kind of over it. That shawl is probably going to be on hiatus until June. Sorry about it. But it's time to do this month's hat, which is Joshua's Tree by Nacy Bates, I believe. And it looks hard. It has cables, it has baubles, like, it looks really, really hard. And I'm really kind of, nervous, but I have 5 days to do it. Well, I have forever, but 5 days in this month if I want to complete this month's hat in this month. Anyway, this is the yarn that I'm going to use, Northern Wool. You probably recognize it. I've used this yarn on my dad's nightcap, which was in the DPN video, or last month's video. And I've also used it on my sister's cardigan. So I have 2 skeins of it. I'm going to use this one up and then break into this one. But yeah, let's get started on Joshua's Tree hat for this month. Hello, it's the 27th? Look how much I've gotten done on this hat. Like, it looks so good. I'm pretty impressed. I have this much left of the first skein, and then I'll have to tie on the second skein. But the baubles aren't nearly as difficult as I was thinking they were going to be. The cables were a little annoying to keep track of because I had to continuously look at the key. Every single time I came across a cord, I had to like figure out what it is on the key. So that's not great. But after this beanie's done, which it's so close to being done and it looks great, we'll have another skein to add to the stash busting. I believe that's 2 this month because I am going to count that mystery ball of yarn that I got from D-Stash Co. Speaking of D-Stash Co., do you like any of the things you see here? You can find them on dstashco.com. Not the alien, but everything else. All this yarn. Can you see all of it? This latch hook. dstashco.com. I'm telling you, you'll find some great stuff. Baubles are weird. Let me show you. Okay, this is the hat. It's so pretty. And it has taken me so long. But I have learned so much doing it. I highly recommend this project. Like, the tree trunks are in the ribbing. Baubles have been a little bit weird. I don't love them. They take me like 2 minutes each. And I do the flip method. I learned that there is a way to do it without flipping your work, but honestly, it just brings me more stress. And so I'd rather do as little stress as possible. So, and yes, you get a look at my bad knitting habit of how I hold my yarn and whatever. I am making a project with baubles and cables, okay? You can't tell me anything. I am making. That's all that matters. Now the main bauble's done, and now we can fold this over, which is my favorite part because it means the bauble's almost done. And done. That's a bauble. Although baubles are so weird because once they're finished, they have these holes in them. And it's like, I don't love that, but I don't know what to do about that. Like, I don't think there is anything to do. I think that's just the way life is when you mess with baubles. And so maybe just don't mess with baubles. I love the pearl versus knit look for the trees. Like, it looks so good. Like all the pearled background and the tree being knit. Oh, it looks so beautiful. So now I just have 7 more rows, I think. In that row, one of the branches, this branch, has 3 more baubles. Boop, boop, boop. So 3 times 3, what's that? Quick math, 9. I have 9 more baubles to do, and I'll be done. I don't have any more cables to do though. Yay! I finished the Joshua's tree hat. It's so cool to look at. Like, I'm very, very proud of this. These cables, these baubles, they're no joke. However, wearing it is a different story. Let me just show you. Yeah, I'm not a hat person. I wish I was. I love making hats. I'm just not a hat person. If you wear it right, if you look good in hats, it looks great. They kind of look like broccoli, like from far away. I've never been to the Joshua trees. I've never been to Arizona. So this has like no emotional connection to me at all. I just like making hats and I like testing my knitting skills and learning new things. I love doing that. That's so fun to learn new things. That's why I craft. I learned a lot about cables, baubles, doing pearl hats. I learned that almost all of Nacy Bates' patterns are too tall on my head. I guess I just have a short noggin. I don't know. But every single hat I make of hers is too tall up here. So I think for the next one, which is this, I don't know what it's called, but it has really pretty flowers. That's next month. Stay tuned for next month's video to watch me make that. I think for the next month's hat, I need to shorten the decrease rows to decrease it a little bit faster because I think my head is just really short. I don't know why it does what it does, but it's done. I still have like 94 grams or something on the other skein, so this used up 1 skein of yarn. So the total for April is 2 skeins of yarn. Plans for May. I am really wanting to create a little hat, a little hut for this one. This little kitty. Her name is Chloe. Hi. Her name is Chloe. And she was recently diagnosed with stage 3 kidney disease. 3 out of 4. And she's like 15 years old, and we knew this kind of stuff was going to happen, but it doesn't make it any easier. So I want to make a little cat house, give her a nice snuggly place to live if she's ever, like uncomfortable or anything. So that's my goal for next month, besides next month's hat. By the way, she's still here. That's my goal for next month. Give her a hut. And that hut, by the way, requires 4 types of yarn worked together in crochet. So we should be able to stash bust a few skeins of yarn. Hope you all had an amazing April. thank you so much for watching me craft, and I will see you next time I see you, which will probably be at the end of May, maybe sometime in between, I don't know, but yes, thank you for hanging out with me, and make sure to check out D-Co. Check it out if you're interested in all kinds of crafts. I mean, we have all kinds of crafts. We even have basket weaving kits. Who weaves baskets anymore? You could. Anyway, check out D-Co. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you next time. I'm a YouTuber. That was so easy. That was so easy. Okay, bye.